beautiful morning out there, and welcome to Friday's edition of Newspapers Today. My name is Olade Olanipekun, and I have 10 newspapers to take you through. My guest is in the studio too. Murtala, good morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Nigerians, to the Muslim brethren. Juma Mubarak.
I told you 10 newspapers, and expectedly the politics of the country, the crisis in PDP, the economy of the country, the health-related issues, are those headlines. The Nigeria's debt profile and all others are what occupy the very important space in the newspapers that we have today. I will start from the front page of The Punch. A banner says NNPC can't justify 6.34 trillion petrol subsidy customs, and this rider reps diva over 11 trillion naira deficit in proposed 2023 budgets. And above, the nameplate on ASU strike, its 200-day students decry failed negotiations.
NNPC, yes. I think the custom boss that said it.
Amid Ali.
And in fact, even we who are not in custom know that the claim by NNPC of our consumption is outrageously high. So, I mean, nobody can take that cock and bull story. But you see, why do you have to wait till this time?
And of course, the over 6 trillion naira subsidy, fuel subsidy.
Yes.
Amid Ali is saying no.
But you see, these are no, but at what time? Now, there are people who have put up papers to collect this subsidy. And this subsidy is a major problem. Now, I don't know how blacks we are. Now, we should have found a lasting solution. And the lasting solution will have been having one functional refinery. They are talking about Dangote. Well, Dangote, the NNPC claims they have 20% of the shares. But even at that, 200 million Nigerians to depend on somebody's refinery. So we have to do something. And unless we have functional refineries, this issue of subsidy will continue to come up. Look, in next year's budget, they are trying to borrow 11 trillion. And then 3 trillion.
Budget deficit.
Then 3 trillion will go on a subsidy. So that's the point, because these people are laying claim that this the extra amount they spend in bringing the money, and the government want to sell it at the regulated price. So there will always be issue of subsidy. Then we don't know. Customs, they are the people taking delivery of this, and the Azen is not up to that. I think they should sit down and then reconcile it. But why should this issue of subsidy come up every time? You have to find a lasting solution.
Okay, still on the fuel, this time around, the Nation newspaper, still on the fuel subsidy, the Controller General, still said, from this angle, the head is taken from this angle, 38 million liters of petrol smuggled out daily. And before that, look at this rider too. That's over 60 million liter daily consumption. I've just said that. Another rider says, questions, over 6.72 trillion subsidy votes in budget 23 proposal. I'm not again.
Yes.
But this angle from the nation.
Oh, yes. Now, the angle
8 million liters consumption daily.
It's outrageously high. No, 60 million smuggled. Look at 38 million liters smuggled.
And 60 million consumption
daily. It is part of this, obviously, it's part of this 38, is part of the 60 million that they claim we consume. We don't consume 60 million liters daily. It's not possible. So this part of smuggling, and we have these customs at the border and things like that, and things go away. So we need to sit down and interrogate a lot of things. So we do not consume, and they base everything, this subsidy, on 60 million naira daily. Whereas we don't consume it, they allow this money to go outside. So the customs and the government need to sit down and really do something to checkmate this smuggling, because it's affecting us.
Still on the front page of the Nation newspaper, this a bad headline on PDP crisis. Wike bombs IU. PDP as party crisis deepens. That's Wike. Bombs are you and as PDP. Then this rider says, National Chair, a prodigal father, says Rivers ends man. Another says, governors begin plot to sack Ayu.
Yes, Ayu, incidentally, was my lecturer when I was in the university.
Well, your lecturer is saying some governors are children and boys.
No, that's what I'm going to say now. No,
so,
I'm not.
So Wike is blind.
Oh no, Wike. In fact, on this issue,
yes.
I support Wike. Now, for God's sake, Buhari is ruling now. By next year, we will have ruled the country for 8 years. We want Atiku to come in. In PDP, if you look at PDP today, the national chairman is from North. The presidential candidate is from the North. The chairman of the BOT is also from the North. All North. So what are we saying? Now, this Ayu came out to say openly that if the presidential candidate of PDP emerges from the North,
he will step down.
He will step down. Now he doesn't want to step down again. Now, to make matters worse, he now refers to some governors as children. I mean, for God's sake, boys. I mean.
And Wike say he is a prodigal father.
Yes, indeed he is.
Still on the front page of The Nation, above the nameplate, Oyomesi to interview 86 for Alaafin stool. Screening begins Monday.
Yes.
Just for Adala.
Yes, everybody wants to. You know what it means. I want more about this. 86 for one stool, my brother. No, there were more than that. Oh, they pruned it down to 86. No, that's it. You know what the kinship institution means? A traditional ruler, or you for that matter. I mean, a lot of people will struggle. But at the end of the day, one person will be chosen. In fact, I even thought it was going to be a matter of right for that, is it Reverend Ladibolu? I thought, but it's not like that. Everybody wants good thing, my brother. There's nobody that does it.
Still on the front page of The Nation newspaper, Nigeria's out of school children now 20.2 million, says UNESCO.
It is true now. In the North.
How
many children are schooling again? With all these kidnapping and other things, there are still some kids that were kidnapped. They are still in custody of these bandits and terrorists. So who allow him or a child to go to school? So, and it will go to down south here. Well, it may not be as much as now, but even then, poverty too and the economic situation is biting hard. So some people who cannot afford to allow their children go to school, they help them either on the farm or in their business to raise money for the family.
Above the nameplate of The Nation newspaper, it says 11.9 billion naira stolen from Kwara's treasury between 2011 and 2019. That's the report.
Well, there has been this allegation. But my question is, why do we allow these pilfering to take place? Allegedly, fine. The court has to determine whether it is the veracity of it. But the point is, this man, the accountant general, who are likely to have taken 1.109 billion, an individual. Sometimes I wonder, do these people think they are going to send money in heaven or in hell outside this place? I mean, too bad.
And on the front page of Blueprint, still on PDP's crisis, it says, PDP crisis gets messier. These children will help you lose election. Wike replies how you.
Yes, Wike has said it now. We are children, fine. Even your governor, and you see, this like power is sweet of my brother. Ayu was redundant now. Before they punished him and brought him back. For how long has he been? Has he been head of? But they polished him and brought him back, and now you hear what he's saying. Well,
and on the front page of Blueprint, final list of presidential, senatorial, reps candidates out September 20th.
Yes, the final list. So
and there will not be replacement.
No, there will not be replacement. Okay. After that, there will be no replacement.
Okay.
So I think it's a good thing.
And on security, on the front page of Blueprint, it says Nigeria force strikes, kill 14 terrorists in Kaduna Borno. You want to see?
It's a good development.
The government is trying to.
Yes,
walk the talk.
Yes.
But sometimes the president said, "End this nonsense."
Yes, they have said it, but that's not the first time we'll be saying it. So some of us are skeptical, but let them pound them. and then let us get result.
Let us get result. And see on front page of blueprint, EFCC arrest Ogun Assembly Speaker Oluomo over alleged fraud.
But I'm surprised. They said they invited him severally, and he turned down their. Why?
But maybe the office, the vocal side of the office, maybe the first.
No, but you know, but you know, you can't run away.
Okay.
You can hide, but you cannot run away. But he has been picked now at Murtala Mohammed International at Ikeja Airport. Why? We don't have people with honor in government in high places. If you are invited, you go. Yes, you invited. If you don't have anything to hide, you go. And in fact, even if you have something to hide, you now explain yourself rather than running away. Till when?
But let's go to the Guardian. The front page of the Guardian newspaper: stop borrowing. Experts warn federal government as they provide it 41.6 trillion naira.
If they stop borrowing, what will they do? You see, to raise money, you either have to generate or you borrow. Now, the economic situation is so terrible now that even the oil we depend on, because of the oil theft, it has reduced the quantity we are producing. That is one. At the international market, the vagaries of international crisis has also affected. In fact, this is a time we will have generated a lot of revenue. But Aramco in Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabia oil conglomerate, made 60 billion between January and June this year. Dollars? Yes, dollars, not naira. $60 billion. What did we make? Negative. So now they are asking them not to borrow. If they are asking them not to borrow, are they going to tax people? Because the other alternative is to tax people. How many people have the jobs? So I don't know. In the interim, they have to borrow. But in the long term, something has to be done. You see, we have to diversify the economy. We are just lazy people. Mr. Adayo, look, Osun, we can generate, and I think we are generating now. I don't know official records, but this mining in relation and environment, that's part of the internal generated revenue. Tourism, this Baula, this in Tunisia, is a tourist center. People are ready to come and visit so many places. And so, just that this entitlement syndrome, oh, I'm the leader and people have to go to Abuja every mountain to collect, that is what is not making us. Look, if you look inward, 2 industries here lying fallow. Machine to if we get people employed there, won't they earn an income?
Well, still on the front page of the Guardian and on the economy, Nigerian economy gaps for breath as bandits, thieves, saboteurs lay siege.
Yes. Now, farmers cannot even go to farm. People in high places, they are dipping their hand into the coffers. And it's still on this economy. It has to gasp for breath. Because a lot of things have to be done. But we are not doing it. Farmers cannot go to farm, so we don't have enough food. Sometimes we import these. Then we have to look inward. Our leaders are our problem, honestly. They are.
Before we leave Guardian, look at this. Norgay vows to mobilize against APC in 2023 over governor's opposition to local government autonomy. That's from Norgay.
Yes, but you see, that local government thing is a constitutional thing. It's a constitutional thing. And what the APC is saying is that under the federal constitution, the local government are appendages of the states. But because of our own experience in Nigeria, we want to have a situation where the local governments will be autonomous so that they will be able to do whatever they want to. So, well, if they mobilize against them, let's see how it goes. But local governments need to get autonomy. Unfortunately, the state government make use of local government money. All state governments in Nigeria. It's not limited to APC alone.
Well, shall we go to the leadership on Friday? And it says 2023, North won't vote based on sentiments. Northern Leaders Forum.
Well, they have been disappointed by Buhari's performance. This is a group led by this former ABU vice chancellor, and
Buba Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Hakim Buba.
No, he's not the vice chancellor, but there was a vice chancellor. So now they have been disappointed. So if we vote on merit, all of us will be the greatest benefit. If a leader knows that is a bad performance will affect him, he will do the right thing. But if he knows that whatever he does, it doesn't matter, then you have the experience you are experiencing.
But still on the leadership on Friday, Senate wants education tax raised to 3%.
But you see, yeah, they are not looking at how these companies are surviving. Look at the price of diesel. Look at the price of electricity is even better. Look at diesel. You are not talking about, you are only they sit at the comfort of their offices, cozy offices, and then they have to go to the field. Ask these companies, how are you people faring? No, but for TED fund, most of these, there are some universities that you don't have any building structures apart from the one provided by the TED fund. So it's not increasing the tax that matters, but they should also look into the welfare and how well these companies are being run and the challenges they face.
Shall we go to the front page of the New Telegraph? Above the nameplate, it says, below the nameplate, it says, establishment of ethnic militia, invitation to civil war.
Well, that's what it means. Because if you cannot have the government, the police, the security to protect you, then you have the militias coming up. In the north, you have them. They have turned to bandits. You see, the fear is that if you allow these bandits to operate, then they'll be doing illegal things, and that's what they are doing. In the east too, you have them, the IPOP or whatever it is. They have decreed that on Monday there should be no economic activities, and no government dare ask people to go out, because if you go out, then it is you are on your own. So people have to, the government has to do something very fast.
Shall we go to the front page of Nigerian Tribune? A bit back to the debt because of this angle of the World Bank. Front page, Nigerian Tribune. Nigeria's debt is 41.6 trillion, says Debt Manager's Office. And World Bank says, World Bank survey rates Nigeria 195 out of 197 countries in debt to GDP growth.
That is 195.
In 197.
In 197. So we are only better for 3 years. Well, the situation is sad. I don't know. And we have acres, lecturers, experts, technocrats in this country. I don't know why we can't invite them, let them sit down, and then provide solution to our. You can't continue like this. 41.6 trillion is too high. It's too high. Now we are incurring debt for generations yet unborn. It shouldn't be so.
Yeah, but is it wrong for government to borrow?
It is not wrong. It's not wrong. But the debt too must not be high. That's one. Two, and more importantly, the debt has to be unreproductive. You know, there are two types of debt. You have deadweight debt and you have reproductive debt. Deadweight debt is debt you spend on food, you spend on things that will not last long. But reproductive debt, you spend to produce. Okay, look at the issue of ordinarily the Abuja Kaduna train service is a reproductive debt because people will pay and then you'll be able to pay back the loan. But because of insecurity, nobody is using it now. We have already taken the loan. So these are some of the issues.
Shall we go to the front page of this day newspaper? It says, I'm taking Osibajo meets World Bank president in Washington, seeks support to end petrol subsidy orders. Look,
there are two issues which the government, any government, in fact, I fear for the government coming. On subsidy, the subsidy has to go. Strictly in economic terms, subsidy has to go. But it's very painful. And Nigerians will resist it. Because this government said there was nothing like subsidy. Now, they have used one terminology, under recovery or whatever they call it. Now, but we know they are paying subsidy. Then on electricity tariff too, it will also have to go up. But you see, this government cannot summon the courage to take that decision because of what he said during the campaign. But eventually, it has to go. But you see, before it can go, the government too has to come out clean on these issues. If we are saying all these things should go up, then expenditure in government too should reduce.
Daily Trust newspaper, this still credited to Northern Elders Forum. It says, North, now wiser, no prefer presidential candidate yet. Northern Elders Forum.
But you see, some of these people, they talk as if they have everybody in their... Are they going to vote? How yes. Look at the Osun election. All the top heavies in Osun were on the side of the government, but the party lost. So sometimes when people sit in the comfort of their room, Baba Akande was there, Epa Akinwumi was there, and some other leaders. But yet, so what I'm saying is that, you see, in politics as in election, you have to do the needful. You have to mobilize. And the people that mobilize are not the big people sitting in the comfort of their rooms. They are the people that go to the field to ensure that the good deed is done. So it's not enough for them, for the NFM, Northern Elders Forum, to now sit and be dictating. So they have to move. And when I agree with them that elections should not be on sentiment.
Well, I'm afraid, Mr. This about the convenient point. Time could permit us. We have reviewed about 10 newspapers, and until some other time when our colleagues will come your way. Mr. Lagbola.
Thank you for having me. Have a nice weekend.
Well, my name is Olade Alanikwekum. Have a beautiful weekend. Good morning.
ìpínlẹ̀ ọmọlúwàbí gbogbo nàìjíríà pátápátá ìjẹ́ lọ OSBC ilé àwíyé lókè balẹ̀ gangan ní ìlú Òṣogbo òròkè àsálà orí ìróyòrè móròdé o sílò omi o dírẹ́bà gbé mi òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ o dírẹ́bà gbé mi kọ́bá ti gbé mi dóṣogbo o sílò omi o máa béèrè OSBC máa béèrè ilé àwíyé máa béèrè amóhùnmáwòrán o. is a duty that we owe to our great dear motherland, to enhance her and to boost her in the eyes of all the world. Egalitarianism is our national watchword. Equality of good fortune must be to each sure reward. Liberty and brotherhood are the goals for which we'll strive, plus progress, plus plenty, and all the good things of life. Up, up, Nigeria, and take thy rightful place. It is thy birthright and thy destiny, Africa's leading light to be.
Hello Nigerians, hello Nigerians, hello Nigerians. Hello Nigerians na the program wey tanda gidigba for OSBC TV on StarTime channel 113 and Free TV channel 502. Hello Nigerians na the program wey una go watch and enjoy every Friday from 9 to 10 in the morning. Hello Nigeria na the program wey dey talk about things wey dey shele for this obodo Naija, be in politics, say na security, abi na education, sports, abi na health, where the presenter dey talk Yoruba, Pidgin and Hausa, and the guests wey sabi go sit down put mouth for everything wey dem dey throw am. Hello Nigeria na your program, na our program, make una watch am and gbadun am.
gbogbo ibikíbi tí afẹ́fẹ́ ètò yín ètò wa Hello Nigeria tó wá tún fẹ́ dé láàárọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa mo kí n pé ẹ káàárọ̀ lórúkọ ọ̀gá tó kú gbogbo asòdí nílé iṣẹ́ yìí Alhaji Rasheed Olúkáyọ̀dé Fọlárànmí wọ́n lẹ́kẹ́ kẹ́yọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Bákan náà ọ̀gá tó mójútó ètò tó ń lọ ní gbogbo ìkànnì tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun bóyá lórí StarTime ní channel 113 lórí Free TV channel 502. Bákan náà kétékété lẹ́mọ̀ rí wa wò lórí YouTube. Ọlásùnkànmí ọmọ bàbá Oyèbáyọ̀ wọ́n ní kékeré pé ẹ káàárọ̀ ń bẹ̀ o. Ẹni tó mójútó ètò yìí gangan Ìmúràn Adésóyè Àwódèjì wọ́n ní kékeré pé ṣe dáadáa la jí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ ọ̀tún la máa mú wá. Lónìí ẹyẹ mi apá kan ní òfìfo. Èmi nìkan mo wà lórí ètò gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe ra nà lẹ́nà. Màmá Jọ̀lí ó lọ ibì kan kó lè dáná ló ń bá káàkiri. Mo gbà pé lágbára Ọlọ́run yóò dáná ní níjọ́ mẹ́jọ ní ẹ bá pàdé. Mo tún kí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà pé ẹ káàárọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Èmi nìkan kọ́ ni mo wà lórí afẹ́fẹ́. Àwọn kan ló jẹ́ kẹ́ rí mi wò. Ẹnìkan ló jẹ́ ká dúró rèǹtè báyìí. Àwọn kan náà jẹ́ ká mọ̀ gbóhùn wa, náà jẹ́ ká mọ̀ rí wa wò. Àwọn kan náà tónú ilé fún wa. A kí gbogbo yín pé kò ní rẹ̀ yín o. Àti àwọn tí wọ́n wà lẹ́nu lóró, a kí gbogbo wọn náà pé wọ́n kú iṣẹ́. Orúkọ tèmi ni Abdulateef Ọláwọlé tí mo sọ pé ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ṣe dáadáa la jí. Lónìí a tún ti dé o. Ẹ rí i pé kò sí bá a ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ní inú ilé wa ni, ládùúgbò wa ni, níjọba ìbílẹ̀ wa ni, nípínlẹ̀ wa ni, orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà ni tá à ní sọ̀rọ̀ ààbò. Kò sí bá a ṣe fẹ́ ṣe, kò síbi tá a fẹ́ fi gbogbo èlé tá a yọ ti ààbò tá a yọ sẹ́yìn. Látún ṣe gbé ọ̀kan nínú àwọn onímọ̀ nípa ètò ààbò àgbẹ̀ wa lónìí. Ṣùgbọ́n kí n tó fi wọ́n hàn ẹ̀já dókè lọ́hùn. ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò wa ètò yín Hello Nigeria. Kí n tó fi àlejò hàn, àlejò gan ti fira rẹ̀ hàn. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ kí n tó lọ sí ìdánudúró díẹ̀, àwọn náà ni bàbá wa Kọ́mándà Fatai Akíntọ́lá. Onímọ̀ nípa ètò ààbò ni wọ́n. Àwọn ni ọ̀gá àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ ojú alákàn fi sọ́rí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Bàbá ẹ káàárọ̀, èmi ti kíra, ẹ ti káàwé tán yàjọ wà níbi iṣẹ́. Àwọn ará ilé wọ́n ní kẹ́kí àwọn náà ń retí yín, àwọn náà ní àwọn fẹ́ bá yín ní.
Olóòrùn mo kí gbogbo ojú tó ń wò wá lókùnrin lóbìnrin lọ́mọdé lágbà, mo kí gbogbo àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ OSBC